Imagine sitting still for just 10 minutes a day. No scrolling, no music, no talking. Could something that simple really change your brain, your mood, even your life? Most of us have heard that meditation is good for stress, but few people have experienced what happens when you do it every single day for 30 days. In the next minute, I'll tell you something surprising about meditation, something that could transform the way you handle stress, focus on work, and even sleep better. Stay with me, because this experiment changed more than I expected. Part 1. Why I started, like many people, I was constantly busy but never felt truly present. My mornings started with my phone. I felt stressed and distracted, always jumping from one notification to another. So I decided to run a simple personal experiment, to meditate every day for 30 days. No fancy retreats, no incense, just sitting quietly for 10 to 15 minutes each day. Part 2. The first few days. The struggle. The first week was the hardest. Sitting still and focusing on my breath felt almost impossible. Within seconds, my mind would wander. What's for dinner? Did I reply to that email? Many beginners quit here because they think they're bad at meditation. But in reality, this is normal. The mind is like a restless puppy. It takes time to train. A study from Harvard found that the human mind wanders 47% of the time. Meditation is not about shutting down thoughts. It's about gently noticing them and bringing your attention back again and again. Part 3. Week 2. A shift in stress. Around day 10, I noticed something subtle. When stressful things happened, there was a rude email, a traffic jam. I didn't react as quickly. I paused before getting angry. Science supports this. Regular meditation reduces activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain that triggers the fight or flight response. By the second week, I felt a little more in control of my emotions. Not perfect, but calmer. Part 4. Improved. Focus and productivity. By the middle of the month, something else changed. I could focus on work for longer stretches without grabbing my phone. Tasks that used to feel overwhelming felt manageable. Researchers at the University of California found that just 2 weeks of meditation improves attention and memory. I was starting to experience that firsthand. It felt like I had more mental space, fewer racing thoughts fighting for attention. Part 5. The surprise effect on sleep. Around day 20, I noticed my sleep improving. Normally, it took me 30 to 40 minutes to fall asleep, but with meditation, my mind felt quieter at night. I drifted off faster and slept deeper. Studies from Johns Hopkins University show that meditation can reduce insomnia and improve sleep quality by lowering stress hormones like cortisol. Part 6. The emotional lift. By the final week, I realized something unexpected. Meditation wasn't just making me calmer, it was making me happier. I found myself being more patient with friends and family. Moments like enjoying a morning coffee or a walk outside felt richer. Psychologists call this increased mindfulness, the ability to fully experience the present moment instead of rushing to the next thing. A study in the journal Psychological Science showed that people who meditate daily report higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of negative emotions. Part 7. The brain changes. One of the most amazing things I learned is that meditation does not only make you feel calmer, it can actually change the structure of your brain. Scientists at Harvard University ran a famous study. They asked a group of ordinary people to do simple meditation every day for 8 weeks. Nothing complicated, just sitting quietly and focusing on their breath for a few minutes each day. When the researchers scanned their brains after those 8 weeks, they saw something incredible. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that helps you focus, make smart decisions, and control your emotions, had actually grown thicker. At the same time, the amygdala, the part of the brain that triggers stress and fear, had shrunk in size. In simple words, the part of the brain that helps you stay calm and think clearly became stronger, while the part that often makes you anxious or panicked became weaker. This shows that meditation is like exercise for the brain. Just as lifting weights strengthens your muscles, sitting quietly and breathing with awareness can strengthen the parts of your brain that keep you balanced and focused. Many people who start meditating say they notice small but real changes. They get less angry in traffic. They worry less about small problems. They find it easier to concentrate at work or school. These are not just feelings. They are signs that the brain itself is changing. Meditation, therefore, isn't only a way to relax after a stressful day. It is a simple daily practice that can slowly reshape your mind, helping you become calmer, more focused, and better at handling the ups and downs of life. Part 8. Real-life success stories. Meditation has quietly shaped the lives of many of the world's most successful and influential people. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most recognized media figures in the world, has often said that meditation keeps her grounded. Despite her busy schedule of running shows, businesses, and charities, she makes time for it every single day. She calls it a way to come back home to herself, to stay calm and clear even in the middle of chaos. NBA superstar LeBron James also talks about how meditation helps him. Before big games, when the pressure is sky high, he takes a few minutes to breathe and center himself. He says it helps him block out the noise, focus on the game, and control his emotions under intense stress. In the world of technology, Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Twitter and Square, is known for practicing meditation every morning. He has described how it sharpens his decision-making and helps him stay calm in the fast-paced world of startups, where pressure and distractions never end. And it's not just celebrities. Many top CEOs, athletes, musicians, and even soldiers have added meditation to their daily routines. They use it not as a luxury, but as a practical tool to think clearly, stay resilient, and keep their energy steady when life gets demanding. These stories prove an important point. Meditation isn't something reserved for monks sitting in quiet temples or people on long retreats. It's a tool that works right in the middle of modern life. Whether you're running a company, playing in front of millions of fans, or simply trying to stay focused and calm in your daily routine. Part 9. What I learned after 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, I looked back and realized I hadn't become a completely different person, but I had gained something more valuable than I expected. I was less reactive to stress. I was more focused and productive. I slept better. I felt more present and less rushed. Meditation didn't change my life overnight, but it changed the way I show up in my life. Part 10. A simple way to start. You don't need hours a day or a fancy app to get started. Here's how I began. Find a quiet spot. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. That's it. The goal isn't perfection. It's showing up every day, even for a few minutes. The final message. The biggest lesson I learned is this. Meditation isn't about escaping life. It's about being fully present in it. In a world where our attention is constantly pulled in 1,000 directions, meditation is like a daily reset, a way to clear the noise and hear your own mind again. If you've ever wondered whether meditation is worth trying, give it 30 days. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. If you found this story inspiring, share it with a friend who might need it. And if you want more real-life experiments that can change the way you live and think, like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next one.